Hey, what is up, everybody? Alright, so today I'm going to share with y'all my story on how I got into fitness, how I made this a lifestyle, how I've been able to maintain it for probably around 3 to 4 years, I think. I'm not really too sure exactly when I got started working out. All I know is it was around 16 when I was 16 years old. I'm 21 now, so that would be I'll be about 4 to 5 years maybe. I'm not really too sure. Anyways, um, I'm here to talk about on how I overcame basically all the obstacles that it takes to do this thing to basically make fitness work for you. You know, make it a lifestyle, make it something that you can do long term without having trouble. Because a lot of people they know what to do because all the information is out there. There's a bunch of YouTube videos and instruction videos, meal prep videos on how to like do your own diet, um, and countless of videos right on the internet. But it's really hard to get started in the beginning because you don't have anybody to push you, or maybe you just don't have the right motivation. Um, but I'm gonna give you my experience and how I got started, and hopefully this inspires at least one person. So when I started, I was around 16, and you know how whenever you're around that age, you start experimenting with a lot of things. You start hanging around different people. Sometimes you even start, um, just experimenting with life a lot. I'm just gonna put it like that. And I was in a bad place at that age. So like my parents, they thought it would be a good idea for me to to do some physical exercise and to start. I always liked working out actually since I was little. I've always liked it, and I always thought it was kind of cool, the idea of looking good, looking good, feeling good. And I always thought that people who look good, they probably have a good life because it represents a lot of like discipline and all that, right? So I always thought it was good, um, but I never knew how to work out. So I started when I was around 16, my late 16, and my parents would actually just drop me off at the gym for a couple hours. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know what to do. So I would literally just go in, and at the time I was really, really scrawny. I was actually like what they call skinny fat. So I had like a belly, but I was skinny at the same time. And I would just go to the gym. I would work out for like maybe 2 to 3 hours, but I would do whatever. I would get on the machines. I would do ab crunches, anything, as long as I felt like as long as I felt like it was burning. For me, it was like I was getting a good workout. But um, 3 months passed, and I noticed that I wasn't getting any results. I noticed that I was actually getting weaker, and I felt really tired. I felt like I was burnt out. Um, I don't know. It was just I was doing things wrong, but I didn't know. Like I didn't know. Like pretty much everybody from my family. It's not only some people work out. Like I think two of my uncles are the ones who are lifting weights now and being healthy. But besides that, pretty much my family, most of it, doesn't know anything about working out. So I didn't have anyone to get advice from. So I just started being more curious, and I started getting on YouTube, started researching like how to build a bigger chest, how to build bigger legs, um, bigger back, and all of that, what exercises to do. And so I just started learning literally. Like, for example, I picked a couple people that to this day I still watch them on YouTube. So I picked like 4 or 5 people that I'm gonna listen to because they know what they're talking about. And the reason I know that they know what they're talking about is because as soon as I started doing what they said, I started getting results. So I kind of got addicted to the gym after that. My first year was kind of just like trial and error, and then my second year it was also like trial and error, but I was getting better. It wasn't until like my third year where I saw the most progress, just because everything was set. um, I already knew, like, I already passed like the learning curve, so I knew exactly what to do. So that year was the best year for me, my third year. But yeah, so basically, for anyone who is lost right now, if you don't know how to work out, if you don't know how to lift weights, if you're embarrassed to be in the gym, because I was embarrassed, I felt really, I guess, intimidated by all these people, because I was really skinny, and I weighed like 160, but I wasn't like cut. I was actually, I had like a belly, like a beer belly. It looked like a beer belly, but yeah, anyways, pretty much that's the way that I felt. I felt really insecure with myself, just because I was never in that type of environment, right? You go in the gym and you're like, damn, like all these people, you feel like everybody's looking at you, but in reality, everybody's just doing their own thing. Um, but yeah, so for anybody who is struggling right now, I recommend you watch at least pick 3 to 4 people on YouTube. Um, Follow what they say. There's a lot of information that works online, and it's all for free. Um, if you need someone like more personal, or like a coach or something, invest in yourself. And I wish I would have invested in myself. Looking back, I would have been where I'm at a lot faster. Basically, whenever you're buying, you're investing in a coach, and all that. What you're doing really is you're buying time. So you're saving time. You're not really learning anything different, because everything is out there. Like I said, everything's for free. But if you're trying to avoid all that, like mistakes and possibly injury and all that, then just invest in yourself. um, just know that you're valuable enough to invest in yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much my story of how I got started lifting weights, and um, being healthier, and getting into this lifestyle. Even with diet, same thing goes with diet. I started just picking a couple people that I thought in my mind were the best, and I saw the most results from. Um, so just don't be afraid to go out there and look for advice, learn from it, test it out. If you don't want to do that, then invest in a coach. But the point is, if you don't feel happy with yourself, if you don't feel comfortable, if if the way you are right now isn't the way you really want to be, then invest in a coach. Do whatever you have to do to just get it done. All right, guys. Ivan signing out. Peace.